There are moments in international rugby when everything changes in the blink of an eye, and the first half at Ellis Park delivered exactly that. What began as a dream start for the Springboks slowly transformed into one of the most gripping battles of the nation's championship, leaving thousands of fans on the edge of their seats. The famous stadium in Johannesburg was alive with energy long before kickoff, but nobody could have predicted just how dramatic the opening 40 minutes would become. Every roar from the crowd, every thunderous tackle, and every burst of speed added another chapter to a contest that refused to follow a simple script. From the very first whistle, South Africa looked like a team on a mission. Their intensity was breathtaking. They attacked every breakdown with aggression, dominated the collisions, and played with the confidence of a side determined to send an early message. England barely had time to settle before the home side struck their first blow. After a series of powerful carries that pushed the visitors backwards, Thomas du Toit crashed over the try line, igniting an explosion of celebration around Ellis Park. The green and gold supporters erupted with excitement, sensing that something special was unfolding right before their eyes. If England thought they would have time to recover, they were mistaken. Just minutes later, the Springboks attacked again with even greater purpose. The ball found its way into the hands of the electrifying Cheslin Kolbe, and once he spotted a gap, there was almost no stopping him. His trademark acceleration, dazzling footwork, and fearless running left defenders chasing shadows as he crossed for South Africa's second try. It was a moment that reminded rugby fans around the world why Kolbe remains one of the sport's most dangerous attacking players. With another successful conversion added to the scoreboard, the Springboks had raced into a commanding lead, while England searched desperately for answers that simply were not coming. The pressure continued to build with every passing minute. South Africa refused to slow down, refusing to allow England any breathing room. Every tackle carried incredible force, every line-out was fiercely contested, and every attacking move seemed capable of producing another score. Then came another devastating moment for the visitors. Kurt Lee Arendse finished off another clinical attack with outstanding composure, diving over for South Africa's third try of the evening. In the space of just a few minutes, the scoreboard showed a remarkable 17-0 advantage. Ellis Park erupted once again, and it felt as though the Springboks had complete control of the contest. The confidence flowing through the South African players was impossible to miss, while England looked stunned by the relentless speed and physicality of their opponents. But great international teams are often defined by how they respond when everything seems to be going against them, and England refused to surrender. Instead of allowing frustration to take over, they remained patient, trusted their system, and slowly began rebuilding their confidence. Their kicking game became more accurate, their forwards started winning crucial battles, and little by little they forced South Africa to spend more time defending than attacking. The momentum that had belonged entirely to the Springboks suddenly began shifting toward the visitors. Then came one of the biggest turning points of the first half. Kurt Lee Arendse received a yellow card, reducing South Africa to 14 players and giving England a valuable opportunity to attack with greater freedom. Sensing the moment, England raised their intensity even further. They pinned the Springboks deep inside their own territory with intelligent tactical kicking and relentless pressure around the breakdown. Suddenly, the confidence that had filled Ellis Park moments earlier was replaced by nervous anticipation. England's persistence was finally rewarded when Ellis Genge powered over the try line after a determined attacking sequence. It was more than just 5 points, it was a statement that this contest was far from over. Finn Smith calmly added the conversion, narrowing the gap and breathing fresh belief into the English side. The visitors celebrated with renewed energy, knowing they had finally found a way to crack one of the toughest defensive teams in world rugby. The final minutes of the first half became a fascinating battle of momentum. Every possession felt critical, every kick carried enormous importance, and both teams understood that the next score could completely reshape the match. England continued asking difficult questions, forcing South Africa into defensive situations they had comfortably avoided earlier in the game. The pressure kept building until George Martin burst over for England's second try, completing an incredible comeback after such a difficult opening. Once again, Finn Smith held his nerve with the conversion, reducing what had once been a massive 17-point deficit to just 3 points before halftime. As the referee finally blew for the break, the scoreboard read 17-14 in favor of the Springboks. But numbers alone could not capture the incredible story that had unfolded. South Africa had produced one of the most explosive starts imaginable, thrilling their supporters with 3 outstanding tries and relentless attacking rugby. Yet England had shown remarkable resilience, refusing to panic when many teams might have fallen apart. Their calm response, disciplined kicking game, and determined finishing completely changed the mood of the contest and turned what looked like a comfortable Springbok victory into a genuine battle. Now, with only 3 points separating these two rugby giants, the second half promises even greater drama. Will the Springboks rediscover the dominance that overwhelmed England during the opening minutes? Or can England complete one of the championship's most memorable comebacks? The answer remains unknown, but one thing is already certain. Ellis Park has witnessed a first half filled with passion, power, courage, and unforgettable moments that perfectly showcase why international rugby continues to captivate fans across the world. With everything still to play for, the stage is perfectly set for a thrilling finish that neither team can afford to lose.